Alright guys, this one's from Intel The Chronicles, titled, quote, Hero, end quote, Gold Currency Reset, Revaluation, Intel SETREP, Situation Report. Saturday, January the 28th, 2017, by Joseph Campbell. The Chinese New Year began in Asia on Saturday, today, January the 28th, 2017. Standby activation and exchange memos were sent out worldwide to banks in the last 48 hours. All 50 state treasuries did a, quote, final ping back when pinged first by the Republic Treasury, fully loaded with asset-backed Treasury Reserve notes and United States notes. Each state had to acknowledge both the restored Republic's gold-backed currency and constitutional form of government like the original document demand. This, quote, final ping, end quote, discussion was a very historic act that few in each state will ever see or know about. Crazy. 209 sovereign nations are ready tonight at any time, any hour, to receive revaluation authorization this weekend. Just think about that for like 17 seconds. No shortcuts or going back now. The rocket ship doors have closed. Whomever is in the command module is in, and whomever is not, so be it. General Dunford relinquished control of the Republic military to General, quote, Mad Dog, end quote, Mattis on Saturday noon Eastern Central Time. General Dunford then immediately flew to Hong Kong and signed the last treaty document for the release of the Treasury Reserve Note and the United States Note internationally, as he's the only American the elders trust to release the revaluation in the United States of America. What an honor, what a hero. Zero fanfare, a sacrifice we can all learn from. No pressure closing the deal, Fighting Joe. Thank you, sir, for your career of dedicated and righteous service to our nation. Dinar Land stands in appreciation and salutes your life lived for others. All banks globally and US banks must now be in compliance with Basel III asset-backed holding percentages as of Wednesday, February the 1st, 2017, or they will automatically, aka technologically, be shuttered. We believe all major banks have returned their required, quote, final pings, end quote, in order to receive authorization codes that freely allow their installations to participate in the new Eastern financial system out of Beijing. The banks and states, like us, are all waiting on a 24-hour around-the-clock watch to begin sometime this weekend. No one knows final day and time. Maybe Dunford. HSBC Hong Kong is the global gold currency reset revaluation paymaster at the retail banking level, with AIIB handling initial authorization, money supply oversight, and ongoing compliance monitoring duties. The old Bretton Woods Western financial system is completely dead, gone, and kaput when the financial codes are entered in China. So very few in the public sector will even notice its death. But we will. Talk about a great honor. SKR fulfillment came and went all week on the Tier 3 level. Paymasters are now all caught up and literally ready to disperse out to their groups. Clients at the moment notice, as all with SKRs have long been suffering with stagnant and valuable accounts, some for over a decade. We're hearing all global accounts on all tiers 0 through to 7 are to be liquid by 12:01 p.m. Monday afternoon. We shall see. We're also hearing private exchanges are considered Tier 3 transactions, with public redemptions being placed in the Tier 4 category. But because they're, quote, backed up, end quote, the private exchanges to the public exchanges, all currency exchanges will appear to convert simultaneously. Hearing that the MPTB are anticipating a top-end number of 5 million private exchanges over the first 72-hour period, with 75% being the Iraqi dinar, redeemers, and or senior citizens 65 and older. Republic Deep Cover agents are now in place and ready to implement the final release protocols required by the Chinese. This group includes private package couriers. Dinarland would also like to thank the brave noble men and women for their unknown and faceless service that we shall never know or see. We are truly appreciative and humbled by your selfless commitment to humanity. We know too that the Zim and the SKR in the USA and Hong Kong today with the 12:01 PM liquidity timestamp. This demonstrates private exchanges have indeed begun on American soil, as well as face value ZIM exchanges. We know also that Trump and Pence are on DEFCON 1 level lockdown status tonight, hiding somewhere safe in the DC area. General Mattis was sworn in as Cabinet Secretary today over the Department of Defense, but we understand he's actually replacing General Dunford as Chairman of the Joint Chiefs. Perhaps this was why Vice President Mike Pence swore him in and not President Trump. We believe General Dunford will still be inserted as Vice President when Trump steps down to scandal in mid-March. The real question is, will Pence or Ryan be the president, and for how long? Amazing the Chinese, Russians and White Hats let Trump actually become president and even ride around in Air Force One, meet foreign leaders, sign executive orders, etc. But hey, I guess everything is possible in the new golden age of possibility. God is with us. And again guys, that is from Joseph Campbell on Intel The Chronicles Blogspot. And as we all know, today is the Chinese New Year. So today, tomorrow is the Chinese New Year. So let's see what happens come Monday and into the end of next week to see if this actually does get implemented on some sort of level and becomes mainstream. Because at some stage there's talk where gold-backed currencies will be hitting mainstream medias. But obviously this is all happening behind the scenes because it is a complete overthrow of the Kabul establishment as we know it in the Western world. So the whole implementation of inter-country and inter-banking and bond markets have to be established and set up before it trickles down to the average Joe account being backed by gold. So I'll see you in the next video guys.